circle fan. So we've got a lovely 30-minute practice coming up. So I recommend having a blanket, and maybe you want your box, maybe you want pillows, maybe you've got a bolster, maybe you've got loads of things, and you can just have it all. So get it all ready, and make a yoga practice as comfy as you can. Okay, so the practice is going to be like it after kind of busy, if you've been busy, been working, if you've been sat, if your hips are a little bit sore, we're going to do some nice, just loosen up all the joints. So let's get cracking. The meat on all fours, so your knees underneath your hips and your hands underneath your shoulders. And then let's be on the tops of the feet, so your feet aren't curled under. Make sure you've got a nice long side body from your armpit to your hip. So maybe you even want it a little bit longer. So just see how that feels. And to start off with, we're just going to circle the hips only. So you're just going to push back. Let's say we're going around to the right. So anti-clockwise, circling around. Nice big circles. Oh, like you're churning a big pot of something. It's one direction. You might have a few little clicks and pops. So just inviting some movement, inviting some fluidity around the back of the pelvis, around your hips, front of the hips, and then taking it in the opposite direction. So now we're going clockwise with the circle. So a nice circular clockwise movement. And you can take this as fast or as slow as you like. I realise I am moving quite quickly, but that's just what my body is needing at the moment. So I've been sat on the laptop quite a bit today, so I'm like, oh, come on, give me some movement. Okay. And then from here, we're going to get the knees wide, and then so it's like a wide-legged child's pose. So the tops of the feet are down, the toes are touching, the knees are wide. We're not going to drop the chest down, but inhale here, and then exhale, send your bum back your heels, but keep your chest lifted and your head lifted. Inhale, rise back up. Exhale, you lower your bottom down. We keep your head lifted. Inhale, rolling through. So we're coming at the shoulders now as well. And then as you exhale, you push through your hands to lower your seat back down. Inhaling, rising up. Exhaling, sending your bottom back. One more. Inhaling up. And exhaling, finding your seat. And then we're going to stay down. And then we're going to have the option of bending the lower arms, and then the forehead come down, making a prayer on the back of the neck. So you let your head release. And you feel your belly widening in between your thighs. So your head's releasing down, and you should feel a nice release in the lower back. So the lumbar region of your spine, lower back, just above your pelvis. And perhaps let's just take 3 lovely breaths here together. As you inhale, really let your belly swell with the inflation of your breath, the expansion of your belly, and then the exhale, empty. Feel the shoulders drop a little bit. And as you inhale, the belly fills. And exhale, sigh. One more breath like that. Inhale with the belly. And then exhale, release it. And the hands are going to find the ground. So the arms are extended now. We're in a child's pose. And we're going to take the hands off over to the right. So stretching through the left side of the body. Letting the forehead rest down. Anchoring down through your left hip. And just notice if you've overextended. I have completely overextended. So I'm going to bring it back a little bit. See how that feels for you. You might do the same thing. But sometimes, not sometimes, often myself, I can speak to myself, I will overstretch. I've got an idea that's imprinted in my head of what the pose should look like, and then I go there. And then I'm like, whoa, need to bring it back, soften around the edges. So if you just let your elbows have a little bend in, perhaps, and then maybe you can feel your belly soften a little bit. And perhaps the right arm got a little bit more of a bend in it, and then you have a little bit of a reach through the left arm. Just explore. And you're only reaching so far as to feel the widening of the left side, the ribs, the intercostal muscles of the ribs. So as you inhale, breathe into the left side of your body, the left lung, and then exhale. And we're going to inhale back around through center. And take the hands a little bit over towards the left hand side now. So just noticing how far you need to have your arms extended out in front of you to feel the lateral stretch through the right side of your body, your right ribs, from your right armpit to your right hip. Let the head release. Let the right sit bone anchor down towards the heel, the foot. And take a nice full inhale here. And then exhale. Perhaps you take 2 more breaths like that on your own. Really emptying all the way down to the end of the exhale. And then we're going to inhale the hands back down to your center. Let the head release. Take 1 more breath here. And we're going to very slowly inhale up to all fours. Coming on back to a tabletop position. So the knees underneath your hips. And we're going to extend the right leg back on the ball of the right foot. And we're going to pull the weight back down through the right heel. So push through your hands to send the weight down through the back heel. And let's just hold here for a few breaths. And we're going to lift the right leg up. Inhale there. Lengthening the crown of the head forward. So almost finding a cow position. The leg lifts a little bit and the head lifts a little bit. And then exhale, just softly round through your spine. Gently bring your head towards your nose. Nothing too big. Inhale and invite length through the back of the body. The right heel extends back, crown of the head forward. And then exhale and head towards you. We'll just do 1 more of those. Inhale, crown forward, heel back. Exhale, gently round through to your cat. Inhale, back to a tabletop. And exhale here. So now we're going to inhale the right leg back. And then we're going to exhale, bring the right knee towards the right elbow. And then the knee comes underneath the belly. And then you send it back. So it's like we're making a circle with the hip. So inhale, the crown and the head, the crown and the foot extend away from each other. Exhale, right knee to right elbow. And then it comes underneath your belly and your chest. And then you send it back. And you extend it out again. So inhale here. And then the exhale takes the right knee to right elbow. Exhale and underneath the belly. Inhale and finding your length. Exhaling, knee towards elbow, thigh underneath belly, and leg goes back. This is the last one now. Inhale in. Exhale, right knee to right elbow and underneath belly. Extend back. And then find tabletop. And we'll come into a cat-cow here. Inhaling, head forward, tailbone up. Exhale and rounding through your spine. Emptying the breath. Inhale, belly drops. Heart moves through the shoulders. Exhale, you round through the spine. One more. Inhale. And exhale. Okay, so we'll come to the second side. So you're on your all fours. Left leg's going to extend back and ball of the left foot now. And you're going to push through the palms of the hands to send the weight back down through the left heel. So you're extending through the back of the left lower leg. The left heel's extended towards the ground. You should feel the back of the left calf opening and the left Achilles. I'll just take one more breath here. Oh, and then we're going to inhale the leg up and the crown of the head forward, and then exhale gently, bring the head towards the knee. Inhale and lengthening. Exhale and rounding. Don't think so much about the shape, think of the breath. Inhale, so lengthening, heel back, head forward. And then exhale, gently drawing your head towards you. One more like that. Inhale and lengthen. Exhale and rounding. Inhale and back to tabletop. Okay. So we're going to inhale the left leg back and up. So the left leg back and up. That's the inhale. Exhale, left knee to left elbow. And then it comes round underneath your belly. Then inhale the leg back. Exhale, so you're just making a nice circular motion with your hip. Inhale, leg extends back and forward. Exhale, the knee comes out to the side and under your body. And then the leg extends back and the crown forward. Inhale. Exhale, knee towards elbow and the belly. And then inhale, find some leg. Exhale, your knee towards elbow and knee under belly. Inhale, length, last one now. Exhale, knee to elbow, knee underneath belly, and then inhale. Exhale, back to tabletop, and then come down to child's pose. Knees wide, and let's come into knees together. Your forehead comes down, and then your arms are long outside the body. I'm going to hold on to the feet, that feels nice. So your forehead's down. You just let your body round. Your chest, and your ribs, your heart, your lungs, your belly. All resting on your thighs. See that the back of the neck lengthen. And feel your shoulders rounding down towards the ground. We'll just take a few more breaths here. I'm just noticing what sensations are arising. How is your breath? Is it short? Is it a quick breath? Are you finding a little bit of length through the breath? On your next exhale, gently bring your body upright. And one more fold. So I'm going to find a pigeon pose here. So you can either do 90-90. The 90-90 is when the front leg's parallelish to the front edge of the mat. And then the right leg's coming back. So like this. And you'd fold over. Or you come into pigeon. So your right knee, your left knee can be outside the left wrist, behind the wrist, inside the wrist. You see where your hips are at and what you have going on in your body. And then you find a nice bright inhale before lowering your body down. And then the exhale, you take yourself down. Maybe you've got a pillow, maybe you've got a cushion, bolster blocks. Just raise the earth up to find some support for your body. 4, you can make 2 fists and let your forehead come down on fists. That can be quite nice. And as you start to allow the weight of the whole of your body to release. So yes, you're going to be feeling an awful lot probably in your left hip, but can you release your head a bit more? Can you allow your shoulders to round down towards the earth? And how's your belly? Notice if your belly's soft or if you're holding it. And at the same time as the left hip, opening out and down, can the front of the right hip anchor itself down a little bit in your mind's eye, in your right thigh. As your body starts to unravel and unwind in your own way, in your own time. Maybe it might feel quite supportive to bring your awareness down to lower belly. And as you breathe, you let your belly swell with your breath. And feel how the sides of your belly, the sides of the hips expand. And on the exhale, feel your shoulders soften down as your lungs empty underneath. And as you inhale, the belly fills, and the side of the ribs expand. And 4 movements happening inside your torso. And on the exhale, the emptying, the softening, and the releasing. Taking a few more breaths here. Okay. And start to slowly lift and raise your head and your heart up. You might be on the forearms, and then maybe come to the palms of the hands. And it's a real nice, slow kind process. And we're going to bring that left, it's not left, it's the right leg around. We're going to come into a twist. So right leg is going to come to the outside. I'll turn around of the left knee. Pressing down through the sole of the right foot. If this bottom left leg's like, whoa, I'm not liking it, your knee, your hip, one of the joint spaces isn't happy, extend your left leg out long instead. So it doesn't need to be bent. So you choose what's best for you in this moment. And I'm going to take an inhale, let the hands rest on top of the knee so you can find some length through your spine. So as you inhale, feel your right foot and both your sit bones. Maybe with that, I notice I'm rocking over to one side a bit. So as I inhale, I'm pressing down to the right foot, both sit bones, I'm feeling the crown lift and I'm dropping my shoulders down. And on the exhale, I'm taking the left arm and embrace my right leg and I'm drawing it in towards my belly. Ooh, feel like my outer right hip. And I inhale again from my sit bones up through to the crown. And on the exhale, taking the right arm behind. It lands behind the seat, wherever it lands. And then I'm going to take 3 lovely long breaths here. So inhaling from your sit bones, your belly, rising up through the chest, the crown of the head. And on the exhale, belly gathers back and you feel a little bit of movement perhaps and a twist. Inhaling, let your breath rise from your root up to your crown. And then the exhale is softening into your back body. Everything softens back. Inhaling, front body filled, belly, front of the lungs and the tops of the lungs and the crowns lifting, and exhale, softening the back. Inhale to release, bring your body back round. I'm going to come to the second side. So, right leg, I'm going to come onto all fours. So, pigeon on the second side. So, the right knee will come to the outside of the right wrist, behind or inside. See what feels better, or you're going to come into 90-90. Extend the left leg back. Take an inhale to start, chest lift, and then exhale, lower yourself down. Saying hello to the right hip. And then if you've got any props you want to use to rest your temple, the side of your head on, use your props. If you don't have any props, you can make this if you want to have something to rest your head on, which can be so lovely. Okay, so now you're meeting and exploring with your awareness your right hip. Let's just notice the rest of the body as well first. So can you let your shoulders release a little bit more and round down? And how is the front of the left hip and the left thigh? Can you anchor that down a little bit? And come back over to the right hip now. And maybe it's not so much the right hip, maybe it's the thigh, maybe it's the knee, maybe it's the whole of the upper leg that you're noticing. Translates through to the hip. So what kindness can you bring? What's happening around that area? Maybe it's warm, maybe it's a warmth of an inhale. Let's inhale together, inhaling, really allowing the belly to fill. And exhale, imagine it's warm care and kind air surrounding the right hip and right lower leg, upper leg. Inhale, let the belly expand with the warmth. And then the exhale sends that warmth out right down to the right hip, down to the right thigh, and the right glute. And take a few more breaths in there to where you need to take the breath. And very slowly, you're going to come up out of this situation. Pushing down through the hands. Oh, nice and slow, rolling onto the right hip. Coming into twist on the second side. Left leg is going to cross over the right. The left leg crossing over the right. The right leg can be extended if it doesn't feel good like this. Decide. Okay, hands on top of the right knee. And then just notice if your weight's not falling quite evenly, you both sit bones. So just have a little fidget, have a little, lift yourself up, plonk yourself back down. Okay, so I'm feeling now, I know I need to extend my right leg. So my sit bones are all up, not very even. I don't feel very balanced or stable. So I'm extending my right leg. Hands on top of the knee. I'm going to inhale with my sit bones up to the crown of the head. And on the exhale, my right arm's going to come around and embrace my left leg and hug it in towards my tummy. I'm going to inhale again. Let the breath rise to my crown. On the exhale, the left arm is coming behind as the belly gathers back. We'll take 3 breaths here together. Inhale and sit bone in your belly. Front of lung, back of neck, crown lift. Exhale, you let the left shoulder slip down, belly gathers back. Inhale and finding length. Exhale, you empty out. Finding a little bit more with this. One more breath together. Inhaling and exhaling. And we're going to inhale to undo from the situation. I'm going to lay down on the back. 4. Find constructive rest. So you let your knees knock in together. Feet are wide as the mat. Feet are as wide as the mat. Your knees are knocking in. Your hands on your lower belly. Oh, should feel quite nice now to come and lie down. I'll work through quite a few poses. Hopefully unravel, loosen, and soften some of the tissues that might have had some stagnant energy stored there in your day, in your week. Just noticing the weight falling down to the back of your head, backs of your shoulders, back of your pelvis. Heavy thigh bone pressing down with the pelvic ball. The jaw starts to loosen. Maybe your lips are starting to part. Space between your eyebrows is widening. Soft brown globes of your eyes are dropping back towards the back of your head, towards the back of the skull. It's been supported by the ground. You just let the body melt back and down into the ground. As you rest. I invite you to stay in your practice with deep breaths. As long as you can. I shall say namaste. Thank you so much for coming to practice with me. Always an honor to teach. And I'll see you guys next week.